The only way I can describe the pain that I am feeling right now for my endometriosis is my endometriosis makes me feel like I'm in labor consistently all the time. I'm always nauseated. My mouth is always watering like I'm about to throw up. I shake because the pain hurts so much. And then on top of it, I'm epileptic. I have seizures. I have fibromyalgia. I have PTSD from an ex who was extremely abusive. I had a full on knee replacement when I was 16 and 17. Twice in a year. I broke this hand 2 years ago. Snapped it there, here, and then here. And CPS doesn't want me medicating with cannabis. But when I medicate with pills, I can't play with my kids. I can't cook. I don't decorate. I don't design. I sit there like a hollow, empty shell. Just a vessel of my former self. It's not the mom I want to be. It's not the mom I am. Cannabis gave me my life back. It stopped my seizures from 5 a day to 1 every 6 to 9 months. Unless CPS stresses me out to the max and I seize anyways. I'm sick and tired of the court system and the judges playing doctor and God with other people's lives. I don't think they understand severity of seizures for anybody of any age. You'll die. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You never know when your next seizure is your last. Why would they force people to do that? I tried the pills. I tried taking the anti-seizure medications, and they increased them to 15 a day. Or I got a rash so horrible because it was a reaction to it that it burnt my flesh. And even to this day, when I get water on my skin, I get red blotches all over me. And it feels like I'm on fire. Pain pills make me vomit. Anxiety medications that they want me to take, my house would burn down and I wouldn't wake up. I mean, who would recommend you to do that? My biological father is an alcoholic and a drug addict. My biological mother is an alcoholic and a drug addict. My sister's a drug addict. She's in recovery and hasn't relapsed, but it's still there. My other biological sister is an alcoholic and a drug addict. Why would the courts, knowing this, try to force you on things your family's already addicted to? When cannabis does it all in one or in one. It's not an if and or but thing if cannabis works for me or not. There's no doubt about it. My quality of life has increased tenfold since I started using cannabis. The most ridiculous part about this whole thing, state of Arizona took my kids on false allegations of abuse and neglect, brought on by my ex-husband, who I had to have physically removed from my house by the law for picking up a TV, smashing it, a 40-inch flat screen TV, throwing it on the floor, jumping on it in front of my kids. I have him removed. He goes to his mommy's house, calls CPS, leaves for Osan, Korea, and continues to call them for the next year. The whole time, I have my medical marijuana card. I'm legal. I have real reasons, not because I broke a nail in '04. Not because an ex of mine from when I was 19 beat the living shit out of me and knocked my tooth out. I have a record for that. I'll hold my record for that. Any dude wants to touch me, I beat him down again. You're not going to hurt me. You're not going to hurt my kids and not have repercussions brought up against you. What kind of parent doesn't stand up for their children? I'm making a stand. I'm sick and tired of CPS holding my children hostage because I'm a medical marijuana patient legally in the state of Arizona. Give me back my kids. I've had my own place. I've maintained jobs. I pay my own rent. I take care of everything. But I can't have my kids because I'm legally allowed to medicate. We're allowed 5 ounces of cannabis a month. 5. I don't even use maybe 1. Maybe 1 1/4. My medical marijuana doctor's telling me I need to increase my dosage because I shouldn't be having this pain. And I shouldn't be nauseated all the time. My knee shouldn't feel like it's about to pop. And my hand shouldn't feel like I want to cut it off. And I shouldn't be afraid of going a couple of days without medicating for seizing. I don't want to seize. I can't drop my levels because I don't want to die. And you're making me choose between my children, my flesh, my blood, or my own life? How can the state do that? Because I choose not to take pills. And I choose to be a healthy, natural mother. They take my kids? What about the parents that actually beat their children? The ones who starve them, who lock them in closets. I encourage my children to be who they are and to love everybody for who they are. The state wants to sell my kids. And I've been fighting alone for 2 years with no voice. And I'm tired of it. And I want my children back. And I'm not going to be quiet anymore. I have everything they've ever had on me, ever given me, everything like that. They knew I didn't hurt my kids. They knew I didn't starve my kids, neglect my kids. They had a home. They had a loving home with their mommy, their biological mommy, who cooked them organic meals every day. Took care of them like a mommy should. Now I don't have them. And they wonder why. I'm angry. And I'm sad. And I'm hurt. And I'm going through all of these emotions. It's because of them. I wouldn't be like this right now if it wasn't for my ex-husband in CPS. Don't judge all of us the same. That's not fair. I have drug testings for the last 2 years. I have the state representative even stating that they know I'm not a drug addict. They just want to monitor my levels because they think I'm abusing my medications. Because they want my levels at 500 kbs per ml. And I'm at 3,000 kbs per ml. Documented on paper. Not this November, but the November that passed. 2013 or 2013. I broke my hand and had to have surgery on it. Immediately out of surgery, I went into 4 seizures back to back. Immediately. They sent me by ambulance to the hospital. My boyfriend Christopher at the time told them, do not give her anti-seizure medication. She's a medical marijuana patient. What did they do? They pumped me full for 4 hours of anti-convulsion medications that kept making me convulse even more. I lost 4 days of memory. Hijacked a motorized scooter at the grocery store and started running stuff over trying to find my meds. They need to stop trying to force people to take shit they can't take. They're not doctors. The state needs to get with the laws here. Stop taking kids from parents who have done no wrong. They're going to try to say and bring up my 2 kids in Florida. Their dad's the one that did this. They're with my mother. My son's autistic. And if you know anything about children with special needs, you can't move them around like that. My ex-husband was military. Those 2 stayed with my mom, and where I've taken care of them and helped provide for them the entire time. They're my children. I talk to them. I love them. I care about them. Their dad physically hurt my son. I wasn't even there. And they tried to pin it on me too, because I was the mother. I got my ass handed to me almost day in and day out by Jay Burnett. And I'm going to tell you right now, I will beat his ass again to protect my children. I will get domestic violence charges because Governor Jeb Bush of Florida sucks so bad that if you got your ass beat, both of you went to jail no matter how fucked up you were. I protect my kids and I go to jail for my kids. When you put me in jail, that's when my children get hurt. Why? I can't protect them. I tell you how they are, how he is. You didn't listen. Florida. Yeah, I'm calling you out. Florida. You don't listen to people. You don't hear people. You think restraining orders stop people? I'm sorry. Kevlar can stop a bullet. A fucking piece of paper restraining order doesn't stop anybody. Okay? It doesn't. We have to protect our kids, and then you want to down talk us for it. But if we don't protect our kids, you bash us for it. So stop catch-22ing people, fucking the government, and let us be parents. I am a good mom. I take care of my kids. I cook for my kids. I love my kids. We do arts and crafts. We sing. We make noises. We do things that you're supposed to do. We learn. We have fun. And I teach them to be an all-around good person like I am. This is my rant. This is my rave. This is my plea and cry for help. If you're like me and the state is fucking with you too, come talk to me. We need to band together. We're gonna lose our kids. And as of right now, there's nothing we can do about it if we don't group together. So come on. Mother to mother. Mother to father.